Stampers, it's Kim Vogel with the Basement Bunch Stampers, here for another terrific Tuesday video. And today I'm going to showcase for you a cute project that I made for a coworker of mine who was feeling under the weather this last week. And I wanted to give her a little something other than just a simple card. And I found this project and decided to showcase it for you today using the Delightful Daisy Designer Series paper that is in our annual catalog. I've been focusing so much on the Occasions catalog that I decided to pull out the annual catalog and find some paper that I really liked to create this project. Now let me show you how this project looks and what it's designed for. This little pouch or pocket right up here holds some cough drops, and inside of here is a little package of Kleenex, and on the back holds a little packet of Lipton cup of soup, chicken noodle soup. How cute is that? So just a little care package to give my friend instead of giving her a get well card. I thought this was a cute little alternative, and so I'm going to share with you how I made this project and encourage you to brighten somebody's day by passing it forward and giving it to them. So first we're going to start with a piece of Pool Party cardstock. Now this Pool Party cardstock, I will have all these measurements on my blog post for this project at kimsbasementbunch.com, and also make sure you join my mailing list. I give away free tutorials every Friday. So all these details will be on my blog as well, and again that description will be inside of the link or the description of this video. So this is a piece of Pool Party cardstock. Now I've done some of the scoring and cutting in advance. This is cut 10 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 1/2 inch, 1 3/8, 3 3/4, and 4 5/8. And then all I've done is I've went ahead and folded in on all of those score lines. This is going to be the little part where my Kleenexes are going to be fitting in there, okay? Now before I do that, I want to adhere some Designer Series paper to the front and the back of this. And this Designer Series paper is from the Delightful Daisy pack of paper out of the annual catalog. This is cut 4 by 5 3/8. And I'm going to grab my fast fuse and adhere this down. Again, this is cut 4 by 5 3/8. Remember that every 2 lines on our Stampin' Trimmer is 1/8. I know that can be just confusing sometimes, so I like to kind of give those reminders. And I'm going to adhere a piece of this paper. Now this is the exact same size that I'm putting on both the front and the back. And this is going to go onto the back as well as the front. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to also adhere some Designer Series paper to the front of this, but it's actually going to be more of a little pouch that I'm adhering. Let me bring this back in. So it's a little piece of paper that I'm going to be adhering down to the bottom, and I went across the top and glued it down, and that's going to hold in that cute little package of cough drops. So with that, I am going to put some fast fuse right along this edge here, because this is what's going to be folded down onto the back of this piece of cardstock. And you're just going to kind of line that up the best you can. Nothing has to be too perfect. And again, that's where your little box of package of Kleenexes are going to fit in there perfectly. Let me grab another one and show you. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take another piece of cardstock. Now this cardstock, again, it's Pool Party. It's cut, look at my measurements so I don't tell you wrong. It's cut 3 by 4 1/2, and then it is scored at 1/2 inch and again at 1 1/4 inch. And then I'm going to adhere this piece of Designer Series paper onto the back part of that. So let me do that first. Again, if you haven't checked out my website at kimsbasementbunch.com, I have a spot there for you to be able to shop online 24/7, so you can get some of these awesome products that I'm showcasing for you today. You can also join my mailing list right from that website. I also have classes that I offer online, so you can make sure you check all of that out. Now this is going to then adhere onto here. And I'm only going to put adhesive a little bit on the bottom and then on this flap right here. Now, if you don't like to use fast fuse, I do encourage you and strongly recommend that you use tear and tape or a stronger adhesive other than your typical snail, because whenever you're doing a 3D project, you want it to be able to stick really, really good. So I don't think that regular snail and your regular adhesives are going to do the trick. Okay, look how cute. So you see how that kind of created that second little area for me to put those cough drops? And those cough drops are going to fit perfect in here, like so. How cute is that? Now, some people were having problems finding these cough drops, like me. Actually, I had a friend of mine pick them up for me. And we found them at they weren't at a typical drugstore. We found these more at like a convenience store, like a gas station, for people traveling to have a quick little package of cough drops. But look how cute that is. From there, I used a greeting from I think it's called the Love is in the Air. It's the hot air balloon set. And I adhered this to the top. It says just a note to lift your spirits. And I did that with dimensionals, and I did cut a little notch into it. And then I put one of our little gold faceted gems on there. Now these are part of the Daisy product bundle package as well. But before I finish, I want to finish the back of the project. Sorry, I forgot about the back with the little cute Lipton cup of soup. So you're going to need 2 more pieces of cardstock. Now this cardstock is cut at, I believe it is 2 by 4.5, and it's scored on the 1/2 inch side mark on each side, I should say. That's going to fold down, and then I have a piece of designer series paper that is cut 1 7/8 by 3 3/8. I'm going to glue that down to that first. And again, this is just making your cute little pocket to hold that cup of soup, the Lipton cup of soup. And let me put this on here like so. And then I'm going to put my fast fuse on the 2 ends here. And then you're just going to kind of eyeball the center of this and stick it down to the back of your project like so. And there's your cute little pocket. And the Lipton cup of soup will fit. It is a little snug, so you do kind of have to push it in there pretty good and get this nice and flat. It will fit. I'm proof to show you that it does fit. I don't want to shake my table too much to make this one fit. But what I do want to show you, and this you could even glue dot in there if you didn't want that to keep falling out. You could just put a couple glue dots on that and glue dot that right in. What I wanted to show you though is how I did the cute little daisy on the front. If you do not have this daisy punch yet, I strongly encourage you to get that. That is the cutest punch, and it's in our annual catalog, and it's the daisy punch. And I punched it out twice using Pool Party. And what I did, you can kind of see I've got the little 3-dimensional look to that. And what I did is using our bone folder, so let me find my bone folder here. And what I did is I just kind of curled up each one of these petals just a little bit, kind of like as if you were curling, you know, ribbon or something like that. I just very gently, because you don't want to rip this. That's the last thing you want to do. Although, again, if you have scraps laying around, you can just grab another scrap of Pool Party and punch another one out. But I just kind of curled each one of these petals just a little, just gave it a quick little curl. And then using our glue dots, I adhered the 2 together and I offset them a little bit. So let me show you what I mean. Let me find a glue dot here. There we go. And so what I did is I just offset them a little to fill in the space. Let me show you here. Sort of like that. Okay, and just going to kind of fill in that space. And then what I did is I adhered that to the front of this with the Stampin' Dimensional. So let me do that. And then I tapped off the center of this flower using the clear faceted gems. Actually, these are the gold faceted gems. They're not the clear. And they come already sticky. I'm just going to adhere that to the center. And then using the Get Well Wishes sentiment from the ever famous and popular Teeny Tiny Wishes, I adhered that to this little gift as well. That to the top. Now I'm not going to take the time to actually finish that because I'm going to bring in my sample again so you can kind of see it all finished. But look how cute that is. And she loved it. I'm glad she loved it when I gave it to her. She thought it was just the cutest thing. She says, you come up with such the cutest things. And I think this is just adorable. Adorable. And I can see these going really well if you know, we're doing a craft show and want to try to sell some of these. How cute is that for a little care package to give somebody who might be under the weather? So anyway, that is my project that I wanted to share with you all today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I encourage you to check back every Tuesday. I do give away, do a Tuesday video, and I give away something on my blog every single Tuesday for anybody who comments on my video. You have to comment within the week and then check back on my blog the following week to see if you are the lucky winner. I do a random draw on that. But thank you all for stopping today. I hope you had a great time looking at this tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you back next week. Have a great day. Bye.